Thanks, Mark Beberkorn, Volkskrant, Netherlands. It's a question for Mr. Moscovici and Mr. Dijsselbloem. Mr. Moscovici, you've been making quite some critical remarks about, let's say, the democratic quality of the Eurogroup. Could you explain for me what should change? And Mr. Dijsselbloem, could you also give your opinion about how undemocratic the Eurogroup has been the last 5 years since you took over? Thanks.
Shall I go first?
Go first.
Well, you opened the debate, so why don't you go first?
I can, but we are not here to have that private debate between us, but thank you for asking the question. First, a precision that I made in that speech in Chernobyl, but it was in closed door. There is nothing against or on the leadership of the Eurogroup. I think that this leadership was more than fine. There is nothing in my mind, on the substance of what decided in the Eurogroup. How could that be? I've been there in the room for 5 years, just like you, as first a finance minister, then a commissioner. And it would be mad of me, and I have some defaults, but not that one, to express a lack of solidarity to decisions I participated to in the Commission. My purpose was to raise another issue. It was a more global issue, a broader issue, about what is democracy. In my view, democracy is about democratic accountability. That means that you have an executive, that means that you have a leadership, that means that you have a debate, and that you have control. And I must say that this is not fully the case of the Eurogroup. What is the answer? In my view, but I'm not giving taking on my side the President's speech. The answer is on the speech of the State of the Union. When President Juncker says that we need to have a budget, as a line inside the EU budget, which is also logical if we consider that finally the Eurozone and the European Union will be one. If we have a parliament, and the parliament is the European Parliament, also it's logical if we consider that in the end the European Union and the Eurozone will be one, euro for all. Then we need to have a minister, because this minister is controlled by the European Parliament. That is precisely what I meant, no more, no less. And I don't want to be misinterpreted. We have a discussion with Jeroen, very friendly one. I have a great admiration for what he did here and what he does. And also, of course, full solidarity with what we decide. But as far as democratic process is concerned, frankly speaking, we can do much, much better. That's called a better governance for the Eurozone.